Alright, welcome back to the Double Golden Reaper, the series where, having already completed the Golden Reaper title once before, I aim to complete it again, but this time it's on my Ironman. Alright, in the last episode of the Double Golden Reaper, I documented my main account's journey to complete the Sanctum of Rebirth collection log. It ended up being a bit of a mentally draining grind, in no small part thanks to my suboptimal RNG with the big ticket drops and the pet. It took me 419 kills to receive the pet and finish my title, in which time I received 3 shards of Genesis Essence. With a drop rate of 1 in 80 recently being revealed, this means that I could have expected to receive 5 shards. A little bit unlucky. Today though, it's time for my Ironman to take on this same challenge and recomplete the Sanctum of Rebirth, start to finish. I'm hopeful that the shards that were quote-unquote missing from my mains drop log will find themselves in my Irons reward trove. I also had a shower thought not long before starting this grind. In the previous episode, I made my thoughts clear that I dislike this implementation of tier 100 weapons, and from my Irons POV, I realized completing Golden Reaper on an Ironman is no longer enough to obtain best in slot gear. Seeing as that was one of the big motivations for me to take on Golden Reaper in the first place, it reinforces my disdain for this item. To obtain full best in slot gear now, I'll have to grind out at least 6 shards of Genesis Essence, 7 if I want to future-proof myself for tier 95 range dual wields, if and when those get released. Another argument could also be made that 5 is all I would need currently if I wanted to make a masterwork two-handed sword via smithing. But even in that scenario, a 6th would still be required for the eventual ranged dual wields. So that's what I've got my sights set on. 6 shards of Genesis Essence. At a 1 in 80 drop rate, I can expect to be here for at least 560 kills. A daunting 70 to 80 hour grind lies before me, but one with great reward. Hopefully, my main walked so my iron can run. But as a wise player once said, RNG is RNG. Let's get into the clips. There we go, this might be a sub 3. First one for the iron. Nice, not too bad. PR by 10 seconds. This is a little bit tougher without a Blood Reaver with scrolls and a full book, but not too shabby. Oh, this is going to be my first drop. I see the particles. It's going to be one of the books. Let's see what it is. Tell the clan. Yeah, okay, that seems appropriate. It would be a Divine Rage, wouldn't it? How many did I get on my main? I got like 9, maybe 10? I forget, but hopefully this does not become a trend on this account too. Ooh, okay. First Nikatra drop. Here we go. Good luck to me. Let's do a little twirl emote like the old schoolers. Ooh, okay, it's a wand. Good start. Very good start. This is promising. I think this is going to go better than my main account did. It took me like 150 to get my first drop on the main, and this one is coming in, I think I'm like 50 odd KC now. So, very promising start. Oh, okay, I got a scripture. Nice. I didn't see the particles. I always click that chest so fast. That's a big upgrade actually, because got my Grimoire which I could use, but that won't do anything with the Equilibrium Aura, so this is going to be my best book for a while, until I get a full book, I think. I'm also running really low on charges for my Jas book, so very nice to get that early. I think I'm going to use that for the rest of my Sanctum grind as well. Hopefully the upkeep is not too bad. It gives enough pages to upkeep itself here. We'll find out. Ooh, okay, I've got a drop incoming. I think this is like 70 odd kills. Let's get an orb right away, get a weapon set done. Okay, that's not what you want to see. I know I'm not missing a good drop. You can get them at the same time, but you don't want to see a Divine Rage from Nikatra. Ooh, okay. Got another Soulfire. I think this is 3 kills later. Surely not another Divine Rage. Okay, that's 2 Divine Rages as my last 2 drops from Nikatra. Again, I know I'm not missing out on a fancy drop, but that's not what you want to see from the final boss. Come on, man. Especially not after what my mains log was like. It's the curse of the Divine Rage all over again. There is 75 hard mode kills coming in. Running low on necro runes though, so I've got to do some rune crafting. This is my rune crafting method of choice. I always teleport to the deep sea fishing hub as it's 1 tile away from the nearest bank. I right click, reload my preset, and use the passing bracelet to come over to the necro rune altar. Surge on over to the portal. You could also do a bladed dive surge, but for bone runes, I think the bladed dive makes it easier to get to the actual bone altar. So then I do that and back to deep sea fishing hub and just repeat this a zillion times an hour. There we go. That's the final craft of my rune crafting hour. Let's see how many runes I got. And I'm ready to PVM again. Alright, got 47k runes. Not too shabby. I was a little bit inefficient at some moments, but that's pretty great. That'll last me a long time. And I've got plenty of the other runes as well, so that's good. There's no good minigames happening at the moment. Normally, I like to AFK Thaler on my main account while my iron PVMs. I'm doing that while I close in on max rune score on my main. Today though, in between working on the mining and smithing updates, I got to talking with a clanmate about player-owned houses, and ended up showing mine off a little bit. So that was a fun nostalgia trip, talking about some funny moments with the POH, from throwing house parties to community prayer training, and even going into the bathysphere, which I didn't actually know that you could visit other people's bathyspheres and look at how they organize their aquarium. I couldn't even tell you the last time that I entered my POH for longer than a minute, so I thought that this would be a fun clip to include. I get to show off my house design, which I am pretty proud of, and encourage anyone in the comments to share a fun memory with their POH in the comments below. Oh, there's a Divine Rage. At least it's boss 2, but like, good lord. What is this, number 4? Are those particles? Or is that the way? Ooh, it is particles. Here we go. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Here we go. This is my 100th hard mode Nikatra solo. And with that, I unlock the cosmetic Soulfire Aura Override. Aura Override. Kind of tricky to say that fast. Very cool. Here's my log after 100. I've got 4 Divine Rages, 1 Scripture, and only 1 exciting drop. But that's alright. It'll turn around here. Let's also look at my full chest after 100 KC. And we're looking at about 600 mil. I bet like 200 mil of that is not correct from the wand. That thing is just crashing and crashing. But a lot of good supplies in there. Oh. Hey, I got the pet. Nice, that's good. Won't have to worry about going 400 plus dry for that this time around. Go ahead and claim that right away. I was debating though actually destroying this pet over and over until I got enough Genesis, but the one time I destroyed a pet, I regretted it big time, so not going to do that. Just going to claim that right away. All I get is books. At least it's the first boss, but like, come on. At least the scripture would be 3 hours of charge to use. Oh hey, here we go. Got Soulfire Particles. It's gonna be a dupe wand though, I bet you. Surely I'm gonna go unlucky. Try and call it for the CC. Oh, no way. Yes. Yes, I got the first one. That's huge. That's huge right there. Yes. I only saw it for like 2 seconds, and then I think my prayer ran out. Oh my gosh, let's go see that in the chest. Thank God it's not a dupe wand. Oh my goodness. Look at that. My chest is full. Shard of Genesis Essence. Let's take that out right away. Use that on my necro weapons. I think it's a no-brainer to use it on necro weapons first. Let's see how this even works, but man, that is so cool. Gonna take off my necro weapons here. Say thank you to as many people as I can. 130 KC for that. With double that KC, I didn't even have my first Genesis on main, so I'm back to feeling pretty good about this log now. So how does this work? Inspect it. Does it open up a menu for to use it on? Information maybe? No, I guess that's just information. Okay, let's use it on the main hand. Nothing interesting happens. It's weird. Did I do something wrong? Okay, maybe I'll do it backwards. Use the main hand on there. Okay, here we go. Increase the damage and accuracy of the Omniguard and Soulbound Lantern by 5 tiers. Yes, absolutely. Look at that. That's a cool animation. There we go. Okay, so it doesn't actually change the stats visually, which I don't like that, but it does put this little text blurb of innate mastery. It would be nicer if it showed you visually what the stat change is, but that is a monster upgrade from Ironman. I am super stoked with that. So the first place I actually got to test out my new tier 100s was at Raksha, just doing my Reaper, and pretty much right away I managed to get a bunch of PRs. And towards the end of my hour, I even got near back-to-back PRs of 2:01 and then 2 minutes flat. So that's pretty cool. Definitely enjoying these new tier 100s. Not so much the method of obtaining them, but the power creep itself is always fun. That is undeniable. Hey, that's a PR by a tick. Pretty good. Nice to see that the tier 100s saved me a whole 0.6 seconds. I wasn't recording, but I actually got a scripture of a mascot from Kezalam, so that's my second scripture. That's good. If I ever run out of pages, that'll be another 3 hours of charge that I can use. Yo, what? This is back-to-back after the Kezalam scripture. That's cool. Alright, surely I can't be lucky enough to get 2 Genesis as my last 2 Nikatra drops. So I'm going to call the dupe wand this time for real. Yeah, okay, it's a dupe wand. I got it right. It's a good guess. Not a great drop, but much happier to see that than a Divine Rage. And I called it too, so pretty cool. Here we go, probably going to be the last drop of the video. Will it be a big one? It will not. It will be a scripture. Unfortunate. Much better than Divine Rage. Again, that's 3 hours of charge I can use, but not what you want to see from Nikatra. Come on, kill it. Is that a PR? It is 246, improvement by a tick. So I've gotten a PR at every boss since I've got the new tier 100 necro weapons. It's pretty good. And with that, I'll be calling it a video. In this episode, I've done 175 hard mode Sanctum kills and received 4 of the unique drops, including the first coveted Shard of Genesis Essence. I unlocked my first tier 100 weapon on either of my accounts, and I got the pet. The next episode will release this coming Friday, August 30th. I'll be finishing the title, and hopefully receiving some more Genesis drops. In the meantime, I encourage you to share this video with a friend, and let them know about the madman going for Golden Reaper on 2 accounts. Better yet, share my entire Double Golden Reaper playlist with them. Also consider watching my recent guide on hard mode Sanctum, showcasing how I get consistent full clears in under 8 minutes, with consistent, sub 3 minute, 1 cycle Scarab skip Nikatra kills. Subscribe to see all my future content. 3/4 of my viewers are not even subscribed. A special thank you to my channel members, and thank you to everyone who watches and supports my videos. See you next time.